Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Cyrus Dale. I'm a fiction author. I'm the author of two books and a fictional newspaper. But today, I'm just going to talk about my first book, Rockhurst. I'm going to talk about why I wrote it. Now, it's very simple. We all have childhood memories, and some that stick with us longer than others. Now, for me personally, my childhood coming up in Bolingbrook, Illinois, from the time I was age 10 and up, a big staple of that was the basketball courts. And that's what this book is pretty much based off of. Now, it's fictional, but it's based on Rockhurst. Now, Rockhurst was the courts that we played at. That's what we called the courts. Now, it wasn't officially called that. We basically nicknamed the basketball courts Rockhurst because they sat along Rockhurst Road in Bolingbrook. Um, and so basically, Rockhurst is where I had, fights, smooches, puppy love, uh, you know, uh, career high basketball games. It was a special place. But what ended up happening is, I mean, looking back at it now, there were a lot of us congregating there. And the thing was, it wasn't it wasn't full courts. They were like half courts. So you had three half courts sitting on this street, and then right across on the other side of the street were houses. So you got these people there congregating loud, what I'm saying, doing what they do, possibly, what I'm saying, smoking reefer, a fight or two here and there, which is normal stuff. But then, I guess after a number of complaints, they decided that they were going to remove the basketball rims. The village of Bolingbrook did, for whatever reason. I think the final straw was somebody had brought something up there or flashed a weapon or something of the sort. I get into it in the book. Again, that's basically what this book is based off of. And it was just in my heart. You know how you have something in your heart that it's just in there. You want to tell the story, and you can talk it out. You can talk to somebody, but you can only talk to a certain number of people at one time, you know. And the thing is, 100 years from now, when I don't feel like talking no more, the book can do the talking for me. That's another thing. So that's why I wanted to put it in book form. It started off as just lead in a notebook. Before I typed it out, I wrote it all out in a notebook. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get the notebook. Hold on. Okay, I got the notebook. I literally wrote out the whole book in the notebook first. You can see here Rockhurst. It's a yellow notebook. I mean, this is 5, 6 years old. Yeah, I wrote it all in the notebook first. Went in and did my thing. Excuse my handwriting. So, yeah, all in this notebook here. Yeah, Rockhurst. It officially got published January of 2021. So it's January 2025 now. So it's crazy. It's been 4 years this has been out. Wow, time flies. That just goes to show that, you got to get to work because time isn't waiting on anybody. Anybody that wants to write a book, go ahead and write it. Seriously, just go ahead, write it. I was fortunate enough to publish my second book in 2022. And then my third, it's not a book, but I'll say my third piece of fiction, the Fuse paper in 2023. So as of now, as of the recording of this is the 3 works of fiction I have. There are more coming. There will be more coming. But anybody out there that hasn't written a book yet and that would like to, get down and just get to it. A lot of people say that the number one thing to do is just to get down and start writing. That's true, 100% that's true. But depending on your your level of understanding of literature, before you start writing, you might need to do some reading just so you can kind of get the language down, because writing is kind of like a second language, kind of like there's certain things you have to know, when to put double quotations versus single quotations, stuff like that. Small stuff that maybe people won't notice, but if they do notice, they're gonna be like, okay, this person, you know, doesn't really know what they're doing, hasn't been reading. So start there. Start reading, reading some nonfiction books if you want to get into nonfiction. Read some fiction books if you want to get into fiction. Just start reading so you can understand the language and just be able to have it down packed when you're in there writing, and be confident, when you're in there writing. So appreciate you all. Again, my name is Cyrus Dale, author of 2 books in a fictional newspaper. Just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about Rockhurst, my first book. Why I wrote it, like I said, it was from the heart. It was on my mind, near and dear to me. So first I got it cracking in here, then went through different stages and self-published. Appreciate you all.